Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Before we get started, you see the Sooner Surge Unlimited. It's very easy to be part of what's going on here in the Sooner Surge community and family. Click the link, join, and you'll be part of the Discord server where you can interact 24/7 with all of the Sooner Surge community members as we start with game time chats, voice calls, and much more. Be a part of it. Join up today. Tonight, OU SMU, 5 o'clock, Palace on the Prairie. Palace on the Prairie sold out. It's going to be a lot of things happening there. One thing happening is Brody has been in contact here with several OU visitors, officials, unofficials, things like that. He'll get to here in a second, but that he has confirmation of those that may be in attendance here tonight. So let's get right to it, Brody. Talk to us about some of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, the majority, all the names I'm actually going to mention are going to be 2025s. I mean, when you look at Oklahoma's board in 2024, there's really not that many more targets. I mean, Danny Okoye, Michael Boganowski, Devin Jordan, Eddie Pierre-Louis, Daniel Akinkunmi. Like, those are the guys that Oklahoma's still after in 24. So there's not that many guys. So for this week and this season, the visitor weekends on game day are going to be primarily 2025 guys. So this week it's headlined. I mean, there's multiple 2025 guys. The main one being Christian Thatcher. He's the top 130 player in the country, 4-star linebacker out of Arborview in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've spoke with him. He loves OU. Oklahoma is probably his top school right now. So you got to feel really good about where Oklahoma is at there. He's visited before. He's visited twice. He told me he's very excited. I think it's his sister that hasn't seen a game yet, and he's excited for his whole family now to get to experience the game day atmosphere. So Thatcher, he's one of Oklahoma's top targets at the linebacker position in 2025. Definitely a name to know for everyone out there. He will be in attendance this weekend. And then staying on the defensive side of the ball, we got defensive tackle Dylan Battle. He's 6'2", 315 out of Mansfield, Timberview. He's going to be in attendance this weekend as an unofficial visitor as well, also 2025. And this guy, he's also a very underrated player. Spoken with him. He has not been to Norman yet. Todd Bates made it a priority to get him to Norman. He was supposed to visit last weekend, couldn't make it up last weekend, had some issues, and rescheduled for this weekend. So he will be in town this weekend as an unofficial visitor. And then you got cornerback Kobe Sellers out of Shadow Creek in Texas. He's rated 125th nationally, and he's a 4-star recruit. This is a guy who, very good cornerback. He's 5'11", 165, and he was at the Houston game last weekend. He's being recruited by tons of schools. Pretty much every school in the state of Texas just got a TCU offer. But this is a big name for Jay Valai, and he's, one of Oklahoma's top priorities at cornerback in 2025. But yeah, on the offensive side of the ball, you got running back Michael Turner, who's going to be in attendance. He's from North Richland Hills in Texas. Another top 200 guy. He's a running back, and DeMarco Murray's been pretty hot lately. A lot of unknowns with the running back room in 2025, but Michael Turner is going to be on campus this weekend. He's another one who was supposed to be on campus last weekend, couldn't make it in, decided, you know what, I'll make it this weekend. And one of the things that's interesting to me, we talk about 11 a.m. kicks. It's hard for fans to tailgate. That's another thing. When you got these guys living in the state of Texas, they're playing their Friday night games late, probably not done with their games until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then you expect them to wake up at 7 a.m. or, whatever it is, 6 a.m. the next day to drive up to Norman for an 11 a.m. kick that they probably got to be in attendance for by like 8 o'clock. That's not an easy task. I know that 5-star Jonah Williams last week had that same issue. He is a Houston guy. So, yeah. Also, keep going. Deshaun Brame from Derby, Kansas. Another top 200 guy. Tight end, 6'6", 225. Him and Nate Roberts are Oklahoma's top priorities at tight end in this class. He'll be on campus making the trip down from Kansas this weekend. He's a high-profile guy, named to keep an eye on. And those are the 2025s that have confirmed to me they will be on campus. here, I mean, the next one, it's safe to assume he will be on campus with his teammate, the Lamont Rogers. Lamont Rogers is a offensive tackle in the class of 2025, very highly rated. This guy's Legend Bay. He's a 2026 QB, and Jeff Lebby's had very much success. Look at his the past two classes: Michael Hawkins, Brendan Zerbrug, Kevin Sperry. He has not offered a QB in the 2026 class. And I think Legend Bay is going to be the first QB offer. That is my bold take.
Can you get a better name than that?
Legend Bay. Yeah, it's a perfect name.
Legend.
So I've talked with all these guys that have confirmed it, but talking with Legend, which is just a great name. He told me a few weeks prior that Oklahoma was in contact with him, and that has kind of heated up. He just picked up a Baylor offer, and then he hit me up and said he'll be on campus this week. He's from Mesquite Horn. I mean, 5'11", 185. He's very talented. As a sophomore, he's out there tearing it up. He's been picking up a lot of offers very fast. And he's the guy. He's a dual threat QB. I think he's going to be the first QB offer. That's my bold take. He will be on campus this weekend as a 2026 unofficial visitor. So all those guys confirmed to me they will be on campus. But Caden Jones, he put out a tweet. He's going to be on campus, 2026 running back, OU legacy. Did Jinx end up winning last night?
I don't know.
They were up like 28-7 on Union, so they might have.
Yeah.
So he'll be on campus this weekend from Jinx, OU legacy. That's another guy. But yeah, I mean, those are the guys who have confirmed to me. I'm sure you can expect the Carl Albert guys to be on campus. That's kind of like an any given Saturday type of thing. Kevin Sperry will probably be down on campus. It's just not a far drive. Guys like Josh Isosa probably will be on campus. So, yeah, those are the guys who have confirmed to me they will be visiting tomorrow.
Hey, you mentioned Legend there at quarterback.
Yeah.
If we know anything about Lebby, he kind of knows what he wants. I mean, he's not a when he went and got Arnold wasn't as high as he ended up being, right? And Lebby kind of gets in on some people early, and this could be one of those guys. I mean, who knows with Legend, but what a name. Golly, what a name for a quarterback.
Yeah, Oklahoma hasn't offered a QB in that cycle yet. It's the only position they haven't offered yet.
Yeah, this is just a testament and really demonstrating, man, recruiting guys. It's a full time. There's no slowdown. I mean, these coaches are having a game plan, a tough game with SMU later on today, and you also got to be entertaining of the recruits. And we're talking down the road. We're not talking about right now. We're talking about guys down the road. So to me, it just shows the importance, really, and how much work these guys have to do at building relationships early on.
Yeah, and Brody Thatcher, you mentioned Thatcher. Thatcher, out of all those names you said, is the one that just I think is would be a huge guy to get. I mean, just that key linebacker for the class, and so hopefully things will keep trending great in that direction. I know he's OU's high on his list and everything. So, but the key point you mentioned, Brody, was 11 o'clock kick, and I was going to talk about it, but you went into it, and that was perfect because it does stink for recruiting. 11 a.m. kickoffs, they really do stink for recruiting. I mean, they just not only, like you said, the Friday night games and then getting there, but then let's just face facts. 11 o'clock atmospheres are not the same as a 6 or 7 or 5 o'clock kick in Norman. It's not the same.
And these recruits are looking at the atmosphere.
Yeah. Just like Brent Venable said, they look at everything from tailgating to the atmosphere, all of it.
Well, here's what we do know. The atmosphere is going to be rocking tonight at the Palace in the Prairie. These guys that are going to be there are going to be able to take it all in and see probably some of the best is what you could view there in Sooner Nation. Sooner Nation's going to be out. They're going to be proud. They're going to be loud. It's going to be a great game, and appreciate Brody getting word from these guys that they're going to be there. You guys that follow recruiting, write these names down and follow them the next couple of years, because this is the first of hopefully many visits in which they'll be on campus at OU, and OU be able to land some of these guys. So appreciate it, Brody. Till next time, guys. Boomer.
Boomer.